leaders still have any of their loved ones living in the state. Look around you and see if the wealthy ones and their families are still in town. Ndogi adroko yeboa okwa onye dị ndụ na-eme protest. Only the living can protest. Because the truth of the matter is that nobody is coming to help. All you have is yourself. Onye ndụ ya dị ya mkpa ma ihe ọ ga-eme ka ndụ ya dịrị ya. Have you asked yourself why your leaders are silent on this matter, and whether those who made promises have fulfilled them? Mind you, it is not just in Benue State. It happens everywhere. It is just that of Benue State is more serious than the rest. With the way things are going, the worst is yet to come. And the saddest truth is that this insurgency will not end in Benue State if care is not taken. So help us God.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. Oh, me, I want to share my link so that anyone who wants to share their thoughts can come in and share their thoughts. Where is this? Comments. Oh, there we go. Now, welcome. Oh, happy greetings again, once again. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. This one no go long. Oh. I just want to get some things when I want to share really quickly. You understand? Get some things. So there was even a longer video to what. Meanwhile, apparently missiles they touch people for Qatar. Okay, people they cry out, say that they send missiles to them for Qatar. There's a longer video of that VDM stuff. Okay, let me quickly go here. So remember the classmates that T-Pain spoke about, right? So trust Nigerians. They don't go dig things out. So as you can see here, see the alleged classmate. The guy is a known arms dealer and solid minerals thief, according to the person who wrote this. Anyway, okay, so let me go here. See Daily Maverick, Africa. This article is more than 4 years old. Alleged arms dealer Alexander Zingman arrested in DRC. Okay. Belarusian businessman Alexander Zingman and Oleg Votvchich. I don't know if I'm saying those names right. If I'm not saying it right, please, Mona Noves, involved in international scandals related to arms, trade, and equipment supplies, arrived in Azerbaijan to attend the COP29 conference. Both are representing Zimbabwe at the UN climate change. Now, see am. Zingman's arrest in DRC is politically motivated, says his lawyer. Of course, he goes to say he's politically motivated. So that's one information down. Let's go to the next one. Hey, now Nigeria. Okay, there we go. So this one I asked, the now see am, the name na Alexander Lushenko and family. I don't even know how many names. One na Zingman, one na Lushenko. Okay. See am, 2.3 billion real time net worth as of today. Okay. Now, they come ask Grok. Grok say Alexander Lushenko is a Russian billionaire born in 1962 who co-founded Sodrugestvo Group. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. There is no evidence he lived or studied in Chicago. In 1976, when Bola Tinubu attended Chicago State University, Lushenko was 14, making it unlikely they were classmates. No records connect Lushenko to Tinubu's Chicago years, suggesting T-Pain likely referred to a different Alex as his neighbor and schoolmate. The Belarus link may be coincidental as Lushenko has business ties there, but no confirmed US residence. Okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, Nigeria. We go sha do the one we fit do. Then on Reno Omokri, somebody that worked with Jonathan during that time came out and said, "Oh, hush." Well, this is me exaggerating. No, he didn't say hush. He said, "I was an official in the Goodluck Jonathan administration, and I can confirm authoritatively that Reno Omokri never functioned in the capacity of a spokesperson. He only worked as an assistant and under the strict supervision of Oronto Douglas, now deceased." I don't know who Oronto Douglas is. Okay, that's that. Moving on. So it looks like what do they call this one? I saw this clip. Uh Shank Comics. He went to visit the North. So he did this short clip of the North. Of
In Nigeria, the North decides who rules. While politicians flood the North with promises and giveaways to win election, the region remains the poorest in the country.
95,
95,
95.
95. Okay, in the Hausa alphabet,
Yes,
F
it's
is P.
switch, like it's switch.
So if I say fuck you, I say fuck you.
Yes.
Fuck you, nigga.
So I think he's doing something there. I'm happy that the young people are really, really like standing up and doing something. It's really exciting to see. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Then on this one, Sokoto, they just commissioned the governor of Sokoto State apparently said they've commissioned newly completed water board project in the old airport area of Sokoto State to address the long-standing issue of water scarcity inherited from previous administrations. The governor of Yobe, Mai Mala Buni, the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammad Said Abubakar III, SSA to the president, to T-Pain on political matters, Ibrahim Masari, joined the government at the commissioning. Make una see wetin dem dey commission. Na that one I wan even play, no be all dis is one I dey read so.
Very clear. We can bring it. Very clear. We can bring it.
Una see the tap. Na that one they commission all of the gather. Oh. These are things that they could have done. They had the capacity to do it, but they did not. Okay, these are the leaders that we have in Nigeria. Now, more on this guy. So, Tinubu classmate Alex Zigman, the other articles refer to him as Lochenko, right? Is into arms dealing, okay? Alleged arms dealer Lungu's ally Alexander Zingman arrested in DRC. Na him una president claim say go school with am. That's what the president of Nigeria, that is who the president of Nigeria is claiming, is their classmate. Meanwhile, wetin dem dey call am? This other video that I wanted to take. See, his demands video of arrest is all over Twitter. Look at him. This is where they arrested him and they're pushing him. Now, how e take find a way enter Nigeria? That is the koko of the question. That is it. Look at him. Nigeria is made up of na criminals. Na come dey everywhere for Nigeria. Na criminals. Look at him. Eh? This is where we have found ourselves as a people in Nigeria. I don't know. Sometimes the more you look, the less you see for Nigeria matter. I no lie. The more you look, the less you see for Nigeria matter. I don't understand it. Eh? There's a video I want to bring for you guys. Make we watch am together. Make it no be like say na only me dey see all these things. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Sorry guys I no know wetin happen My computer is a bit slow. Okay. All right, now I can bring it here.
On social media. I don't know about
So it's quite possible. So this is that's how our law is made. We cannot help it. If there's no evidence or something to prove and said, okay, look, this thing actually happened. Or if there's nobody there who said, okay, yes, I can back up to this fact. I saw it happen. Then the court or they'll be incapacitated. They cannot do much. It's quite a shameful thing.
Hey, so that means we'll just be the way we are like that. It doesn't matter. We will get to accept our fate.
Yes, I think where a body cam, just like you said, where a body cam, when you see that you're moving close to a sexual predator or something like that, or when I'm trying to. It's not actually funny. Yes, it's not actually funny, but yes, the best way is I think our law should be amended. But to some extent, because this
I was going to ask in other countries, how do they prove such cases? Because it's much easier to prove in other countries.
No, it's not easy. It's the same thing. If you don't have anything to show, how do people? Maybe there's a CCTV camera that could capture. You cannot. Don't forget that in court or in this thing is your word against mine. You say that I say harass you. Okay, where's the proof? What did I do? Unless there's something to record. Unless there are evidences or investigation to show that yes, you've done it, or maybe with your track record, you are known to be a sexual predator. You've done it, or there are some other person that could come and say, okay, look, yes, you did it to me. Also, that you did it to me. You did it. Everybody cannot be lying against you. So that's how it is. You just have to. Even in rape that I told you earlier, in rape, no matter how you want to claim that this person raped you, if there's no proof that there is penetration, that's as they say it, that there is a penetration, it at best be sexual harassment, which carries a lesser sentence. So, and that is how that's how our laws has been.
All right, let me see if this is that video. One of those very.
Are you worried? Those who are behind the petition go again and restart the process of the referendum.
I'm unable to get that, but I'll try to get it. Let's just be sure that we can get that conversation. So as it is right now, where can be the place of the poor man where no fits, drag this kind of case like this? Where be the place of poor man for justice in Nigeria? Because that's a question many will ask.
That's the thing. That's why you see, go to detention centers, facilities, see people that have been there for months, are waiting trial and the rest, just because they offended a rich man and they don't have the money to afford the lawyer to argue their case or stuff like that. You need to go to police stations and see what's happening. So these are the loopholes that I was reading the news over the week and I saw that Senator Ned Nwoko is also dragging one TikToker. That the TikToker said that his child that the right to yes. Although to some extent,
I saw Ned Nwoko to court and Ned Nwoko said yes, that he has to prove himself.
Yes, to some extent, they have to be. Let's all be human. There have to be a balance. Even if you are for everybody should say something. I did not to some extent support anybody coming up to say, okay, look, your picking no be you born am, no be you get this picking, I can prove it. So just imagine the psychological effects that could have on you. I don't buy the fact that Ned Nwoko can use his power and say, okay, to throw the person into dungeon. But at least let's be accountable in a civilized society. Let's be accountable. You cannot just come. Just imagine someone like you now, someone like me, that have grown to some extent now in my career. Someone will just come and say something to bring you down, and people, okay, if you do something, it's a show of power. But there should be a balance. It's neither here. Why we also advocating for free speech, I should also advocate that, okay, the free speech entitles you to say something that you should be held accountable for, and you can defend it. Not you coming to say, okay, look, this person, because we know the kind of society that we are in. People that have power. Just imagine a society where in Nigeria, someone, because you're having issue with a politician, who will call the SS on you. What is the business of a TSS over a civil matter? Or they will just forget you inside detention facility for 2 months, 3 months. Sometimes they don't want the matter. I'm a lawyer saying things. They don't want the matter to go to court. They just want you to say, okay, move, keep on their main head, calm down. May just stay there for 3 months. We will forgive them. So just imagine things that there are people that have been in there. If you go to FCI, you see people that have been there for 6 months. Maybe you ask them, okay, I just get small issue with my Oga, or my Oga accuse me of thieving money, and I know thief him. He go arrest me, put me for here. The Oga said, we don't forget, say he arrest person, put them for there. And you know, Nigeria police, they can go extra mile. Just give them money. And they will, you see them gingerly handling your case, going to the extra that you do not even send them. So that the format, that has been it. It's a country where you use money to protect justice. It's a country where if you don't have money to hire a lawyer to do this thing, you are doomed.
Ladies, listen up. The video showing the pink salt trick that melts belly fat while you sleep.
All right. We would also get back to the concern that was raised by civil society organizations today that repressing opposition political parties is a problem legally in Nigeria. And I'd like to take your reaction on that. But let me quickly see if I can get that. If I try this once more and it's not that footage, I might have to let it rest.
Personal perspective. What I see INEC doing is aiding and guiding the petitioners on how to perfect their illicit acts. The first time the petition was submitted,
there were plans to kill you, and that the plan was not to kill you in Abuja, but to kill you right there in Kogi State. I'm very certain that you know the magnitude of that allegation, and you know what could become of that if it's not ironclad in evidence.
Sure. I'm glad you did affirm that I'm a lawyer. And even if I'm not a lawyer, I'm a sane individual. And I do stand by what I said. It was part of the meeting, the discussions Akpabio had with Yahya Bello that night to eliminate me. And
to what extent? To
what purpose? Let's say this. Let's ask the Senate President, why in the first instance did he withdraw my security, if not to make me vulnerable to attacks? Mind you, of all the senators there, well, let's just say, we're about 109 senators, but we all have different stories. I have been a high-profile, vulnerable individual because of the nature of politics I've experienced in the year 2018, very violent and dangerous. And I've always had my security, okay? So stripping me off my security simply because I'm suspended illegally, actually, he just positioned me before attacks, and I knew immediately what
that meant. Is that the reason why you think they want to eliminate you?
That's not it. Mind you, I said that there was a conversation. So that happened. I was suspended on the 6th day of March, right? And shortly a week after, which was the 14th, a week and a few days after when he met with him, he then emphasized that I should be killed, but I should be killed in Kogi. And that was one of the reasons why I did not go home on time. I delayed going home because I needed to put some measures on ground. I did write a letter to the Inspector General of Police, and I sent a copy to his WhatsApp. I forwarded the copy to his WhatsApp. He's not responded to that yet. But again, I've spoken on the phone to a number of persons in the security as well. I did notify them. And you see, this is Nigeria. We've had a number of political murders that usually are swept under the carpet, no investigation done. What is important to me is to stay alive, because dead men tell no tales. And God forbid, if I had not come out, and if I don't speak about this, and something happens, and they succeed in their plan, who is going to get justice for me?
How can you make such an allegations of a meeting where you were not present?
I heard it's just like, okay, how again? Like, I tell you, there were actually three conversations that happened that day. I spoke only about 2. The third one was quite minute, which is that they should prepare to field in someone who will, just in case I want to contest in 2027, some strong person who will clinch the ticket from me during the primaries. That's the third part of it. The first was my recall. The second was to eliminate me. The third was to put in someone who would take the ticket from me in 2027 if I want to contest. So if you are doubting the veracity of the killing, yes, then what about the recall that we just experienced? Are you getting my point?
Are you able to prove this? That's the point. I mean, anyone can make an allegation, but the issue is, are you able to prove it when it comes to it?
Probably one of the biggest questions that we get from our customers was, well, how do you really go about buying gold? One option that people...
Let us get to that bridge. I'm hearing that the Senate President wants to sue me for that. I will tell him to go ahead. We'll meet and we'll cross that bridge.
Okay, so Barrister Stanley, you can hear the confidence at which she spoke. Like, say she did very short, say, make him sue me, say, I did ready, we'll go meet for court. That means she's really ready to prove her case. Yeah.
And I'm rooting for her. I really want the case to go in her favor, because she I don't believe, I followed up the build up from the case, from how she was suspended. She only was demanding that the right full seat should be accorded. Although some people argue that there are decorum in the house and the rest, but I believe that in the house, nobody should be stifled and the rest. So So I'm rooting for. I just so much wanted to argue against and do things. It will go a long way in painting a picture that nobody's above the law. You being a Senate president, that, and all of us will be rooting that. Okay, if the Senate president, especially on the sexual harassment case, if the Senate president is found guilty, let him face whatever punishment. I think it's a jail term for sexual harassment. Let him. It will paint a picture to show example. I said, okay, look, nobody's above the law. Be
Do
you
you
number
do you
20
do you see someone of that hierarchy being prosecuted? I come, make I take this call. Do you see that? Especially remember, say no, she be the first person we don't accuse her of sexual harassment. Make I take this call. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir.
I'm from London. My name is Victor.
Mr. Victor, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. On the issue of Natasha, I think it's not fair. Though public opinion can always happen, people can always stop people from commenting. The case is in court. Canada has made herself available to the court. What I pray for is for the court to be fair. The court should be fair on the trial. Here in the UK, okay, I'm not comparing. The reason a rare gem like that as a woman should be protected, because back home in Nigeria we don't really value women. To be honest with you, the pay of
Someone finally says it.
women are so strict. Women are so strict. They stick to the rules. They don't compromise. But back home, you see how they even suspend. Imagine suspending a senator elected by the populace. That's unfair. It's unfair. You can suspend him from attending parliamentary duties, but not to defame his senatorhood, even to.
So make I ask you a question, Oga. For that UK where you did, if a woman accuse you, say you harass her, how should go use proof to the court say you really harass her sexually?
Evidence.
Which kind of evidence you go put to court? We court go use believe prosecute you.
They can go on to forensic tests.
What kind of forensic test? I like us to be detailed so that we learn.
Thank you very much. Let me give you an instance from US. You can remember when Bill Clinton was accused.
They
even went to the extent of testing the semen found in the clothes. You know what I mean?
That one not be harassment too. That one could be exploitation. I'm talking about harassment. The acts never they done already at that time.
That's
harassment.
I'm not a lawyer. I said if the prosecutor has evidence to prove his case, and Natasha has evidence to prove her case, it's up to them. I don't know about. What I'm saying is that they should give them a fair hearing.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next investor webinar.
I don't know why they are
9 to 13% annual interest rate bond offerings.
They are running away from hearing Natasha's case. To be honest, it just goes to tell you that they have stuff to hide. Akpabio has a lot to hide.
What happened during 2023 election made me as a Nigerian. I am a former councillor in Nigeria, so I don't want to be biased, but I'm disappointed that the judiciary, they are still using technicalities to deny justice. That they should just be fair, both to Natasha and to the prosecutor. Fair.
All right, thank you.
Extremely, but I want to talk about Abuja.
Okay, go ahead.
Quickly before you cut me off.
All right, then go ahead.
Your guest said if you do election today, APC will win.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know where you got that feeling for this situation.
Hey, you live in Abuja.
Welcome. How you
doing?
doing?
Abuja for 13 good years.
But you don't live in Abuja right now. How would you know if it's correct or not?
Abuja, I live in Asokoro, one state. I come to Nigeria 5 times every year. I have my business in Abuja. In fact, by next month, I will be in Nigeria for 3 weeks.
Why are you telling us when exactly? People don't even protect themselves.
By Idris Bakuda. Yes. Peace for all. You can Google it. My name is Victor Wabufo.
Okay.
I do High Commission here in London. Okay. So, what in an election is not monofactorial. It is not one factor that determines the winner in an election. A government can perform. Don't get me wrong. From the time El-Rufai was the minister of Abuja, El-Rufai performed so much. El-Rufai did very well in Abuja. 1999-2000. Okay. But because of some mistakes El-Rufai made, okay, as a governor, when it comes to banditry and all that, people now forgot.
Do you see that as a mistake or an ideology?
Do you know why I want to use that word mistake?
Why?
But it is not proven. It is alleged. You understand? I follow the law. I don't want to accuse him. But the allegation is so strong that people believed. whether you charge him or not, people believe that he is wrong. He is guilty as whatever, whether charged or not. But what I'm saying is that in Abuja, many things will come to play when it comes to election. Yes, Wike is performing, no doubt, he's performing. But Abuja residents have not forgotten how their mandate was stolen in 2023 election. Abuja residents are dominated by the Gwaris, the Igbos that even live in Maraba in Nasarawa, that comes Abuja to vote. Tribal sentiments will come in, religion will come in, performance will come, a lot of things will come in. So for anybody to say that because of Wike, APC will win on a free and fair, he said on a free and fair, I bet you. I dare the federal government of Nigeria to do free and fair election. Yeah, APC will lose in Abuja. Not because that Wike is not performing, but because of these sentiments I told you, ethnic sentiments, religion, anger among Abujans that believe that they were denied their destiny. P2B won in Abuja 90%. I have the result. 90. I'm telling you, I have the result. All these fake this in their publishing, Abuja residents are not happy. If you visit Abuja and visit political sport, okay, like the Blue Coffee and all that, and hear them talk, they are not happy with what happened in Abuja, what happened in Nigeria as a whole.
Right.
So do an election free and fair. I'm saying free and fair. APC will lose.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. Barrister Stanley, you heard what he said. I don't know if you'd like to respond to him. But once you're done responding, we'll go straight to the conversation he said about technicalities or throwing away judgment on the heels of technicalities. Because people don't want talks. It be like waiting at judiciary day all about. In fact, one of my guests will be, incidentally, a lawyer, with the US now. He was one of the guests that I spoke with about the Benue incident. He said that though he was a lawyer practicing in Nigeria at the time, but he also was cheated on by Nigerian judiciary.
POV, you made your month's salary in 24 hours.
I want to talk to you about something that is making waves on social media.
He contested for primaries election, won the election, primaries, and PDP at that time just handpicked somebody else. And just handpicked. Sorry, sincere apologies. I just turned on my generator and my AC is on. So I had to turn it on. So that he just handpicked somebody else and gave the position. And when they handpicked the person, he protested it. He went to court. But guess what? Court saw it. Court already knew that the person did not contest primaries. It's just like the case of Rapabio, the way he won his senatorial seat he's sitting now. The court knows he no contest primaries, right? So what the court did with his case is that court threw away his own case because of his filing for technicalities. About his filing. He said that if that case now for UK or US, say whether in filing
nobody rates court for Nigeria again
because of clear judgment. But the Nigerian government would rather give the case, award the case to the guilty party, or Nigerian judiciary would rather award the case to the guilty party.
It's typical
on the heels of technicality.
Yes.
And Nigerians only feel like politicians only you take advantage of these technicalities to use undo each other. But make I let you react to this case first, then we'll take a reaction on that.
Well, I don't even know the one to react now on the case. For the FCT one, I think I still stand. Yes, I think the FCT one, I still stand by it. I never supported APC. I'm not a fan of Wike. I feel he's too draconian and a power drunk politician. But you give them their flowers when he's existing. I've lived in Abuja for a while. The past minister did not do anything. But we know Nigeria, we are easily swayed by emotions. If you see this thing, of course, I live here. You need to see the praises that people, the commoners, saying, okay, the good roads, the flyover, this congestion.
I beg. Wait till I want more here for this matter. I don't hear that. Not the Natasha issue. Really, I wanted to hear what his take was, but I don't understand though. To be honest, I do not understand the way the law works in Nigeria. Is so messed up. We no kuku get law. Let's just call it what it is. It's not disturbing.
Nigerians, please help me. Yesterday, I met a civil servant in church in Abuja. He gave testimony. This civil servant works in one of the federal MDAs, agencies, and his salary is 250,000 naira per month. His wife also is a civil servant, the same salary, 250,000 naira, although she works in a different agency. They have 4 children, 2 of their children are in the university. The other 2 are in secondary school. The 2 children in the university attend private universities. One is
It's sad, though.
Bayes
True
University,
power.
the other
Very
one
sad.
is Covenant University.
Hi, Mr. Wonderful here. You know, I don't waste time, and I definitely don't waste money. I joined Start Engine as a
We're not interested, man.
The combined annual school fees and all for the 2 children in the university is 14 million naira.
Kai!
Meanwhile, the combined salary of this civil servant with his wife is 500,000 naira per month. That's 6 million per annum. Meanwhile, aside for these 2 children in the university, this civil servant has 2 other children in the secondary school. Those ones need to pay school fees. They live in a rented apartment. They need to pay rent. They live in a good area of Abuja, where rent is about 2 million, 2.5 million for a 2-bedroom. They have to fuel their car, they have to pay for transportation, they have to feed, they have to do all that. On a salary of 6 million naira combined for husband and wife in a year. How are they able to do it that they are able to pay 14 million naira for 2 children alone in the university? The thing troubled me. So I asked him, how are you able to do it?
Even I won't give
He laughed and replied and said, "Na God, oh, God has been faithful." I couldn't ask any further question, but in my mind, I was still troubled. And I said, let me ask you, maybe you can help me make sense of this. Is it truly God? Or is there something else? If it is God, how is it that God is able to do it for him? Explain to me, because I know many other civil servants who will need God to help them like that. While you help me, there are other questions that are still bothering me.
Mr. Emeka.
Why will a civil servant on a salary combined for husband and wife of 6 million naira per annum per year send their children to a private university for 14 million that is beyond their salary?
Exactly.
Why would they do that?
Make it make sense.
Is it because in the private university they teach them some invention techniques that they will use to invent things to make Nigeria better
For where?
that are not taught in the public universities?
No, na lie.
Is that why?
No, sir. No, sir.
Or is it that when they go to private universities, then they stand a better chance to succeed in life better than students that go to public universities?
For where?
I was thinking to myself, and one idea came up. Could it be that they are just sending their children to these expensive universities just to show off?
Yeah.
Just to give the impression that they are doing well?
Yeah, not
Is it that they are trying to hide their shame? They feel ashamed that if people get to know that their children attend public university, then they will consider them as people who are not giving their children quality education. Is this why? So many questions in my head. And then I thought, what if there was a law that makes it mandatory for every civil servant to send their children to public schools mandatorily? What if we had such a law?
Welcome.
Will it help?
John,
because if a civil servant is ashamed to allow others to find out that their children go to public school, would it not be better? Will it not help if it was now a law such that the civil servant can hide behind the law and say, oh, it is a law, that's why we are sending our children to public schools? That's on the one hand. Would it not also help that the people in charge of Nigeria's education system, if they are forced to send their children to public school, then those people, instead of siphoning and looting and embezzling the funds for education, Those people will now be forced to use those funds to develop our education system, considering that their children also attend such school. So would it not help that we make it a law to mandate every public servant, civil servant, to send their children to public schools?
Exactly.
This is one of the ideologies of the Abundance Party of Nigeria. A civil servant on a salary of 6 million combined, husband and wife, sending their children to a university where they pay 14 million for just 2 of them.
Welcome, Miss Philomena.
That civil servant good thief. Forget.
I'm telling you,
Forget all this now. God is faithful. He must put his hand into corruption.
Yes.
So allowing public servants, civil servants to send their children to private schools, whether in Nigeria or abroad. In fact, that abroad one self is even worse. Apart from putting pressure on our naira, it also gives them escape route. So they don't even bother to fix our educational system in Nigeria. So that kind of public servant, will he not put his hand in bad things? He go look for a way now. He go find means. And that means cannot be God, or can it?
Ladies, listen up. The video showing the pink salt trick that melts belly fat while you sleep.
This is why you must join us to form the Abundance Party of Nigeria. We must form it. It's a people's party. And there are other beautiful ideologies.
Welcome,
political party reform ideologies.
You're right.
Like 0 nomination form fees, 0 expression of interest fees, direct primaries, no delegate system, no indirect system.
Has it been registered? I wonder.
Electronic voting.
This is party.
For transparency. And then a bar, a limit, such that 2 years before the next election, nobody is allowed to decamp into the party.
Exactly.
That way we keep the level playing field for all members of the political party. On top of that, production and so many other things that are entrenched in the constitution of this political party.
Michael.
We need it. So that I, as an Uber driver, can run for office. And the laws in the constitution of this political party will not allow me to use public funds for private gains.
Yes.
We can't continue to leave the actions of public officers or elected officials to their prerogative. We have to put laws to guide them.
How did you get the money?
Because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So you need to put checks and balances. This is where Abundance Party is different. Apart from giving equal opportunities to all Nigerians, it enshrines codes of conduct in its constitution to guide the behavior, the actions of its members. If you're an Uber driver out there, you're a teacher, you're a driver, you're a professor, you are a doctor, whatever you are, and you do not have access to looted funds, and you have ideas, you have integrity, you have capacity to develop this country, to fix this country, Abundance Party is the platform for you. The link is in the description. In particular,
it looks like it's been...
Abundance Party is here to ensure, to work with all stakeholders, every other Nigerian, even across other political parties, to make sure that the 2027 election is free and fair. And so to that end, we have another solution, Vote Vision. You may want to also call it Election Guard, but it requires polling unit marshal, so that the polling unit marshal can enter the polling unit results into the application for real-time polling unit results transmission, collation, and display for Nigerians to see in real time, in parallel to whatever we are able to get INEC to do if we succeed to get the electoral reforms. We need this solution for free and fair elections. Remember, without free and fair election, a new Nigeria cannot come. The right leaders will not come. We'll keep complaining, and we'll keep getting the same results. So two beautiful solutions, Abundance Party, and then of course Vote Vision with polling unit Marshall. We need you to volunteer so that we can make this a reality. We have the application already. We need you to test it for us. Starting now, we can't wait until election day. If we wait until election day, it is already too late. Besides, there are other things we need to put in place to prevent pre-election rigging through weaponized impunity and weaponized political parties, weaponized poverty. All these are things that are used to rig elections before election day. We have solutions for them too. But let's focus on these two, Abundance Party and Vote Vision. Will you volunteer? Check the link in the description.
Oh, all right, too. Ooh, man, Nigeria. I don't know. There's so many, apparently there are parties in Nigeria, small parties when they register. Kwe parties.
Ladies, listen up. The
Come on
video
now, Oprah. We know say you dey shine now. What is your pink salt? I beg.
Some people have said that Peter Obi should join the coalition that is led by
Thunder
Atiku,
fire
El-Rufai,
coalition, no.
Amechi, and
Yeah.
others. And that without the coalition, Peter Obi is wasting his time. In fact,
Welcome,
someone like Kenneth
Emeka.
Okonkwo has stated it
Wetin be
very
your
ferociously
solutions? Wetin you
that
suggest?
no opposition candidate can defeat Tinubu acting alone. In fact, no opposition party, political party, is viable or strong enough to defeat
New power,
Tinubu.
what's your solution then?
So many people have started pushing this narrative of Peter Obi returning to PDP, or the PDP and other political parties forming a coalition. And of course, we are all aware that there's a rumor of ADA that Atiku has come out to deny, the new political party that's supposed to represent the coalition. So the question is this: does Peter Obi need the coalition? Will the coalition be of any benefit to Peter Obi? Before I even answer that, let's tackle this question. Is it possible for any candidate to defeat Tinubu in 2027 without a coalition? The simple answer to that is this: if the elections are free and fair, that is the conditions that they are leaving out. I'll ask you, what do you think? If the elections are free and fair,
Welcome, Mr.
can
Bob.
Tinubu win with the wave of distrust and dislike that Nigerians have come to feel for Tinubu? You saw what happened in Kaduna. That is Kaduna, where you have an APC governor. You saw what happened in Benue when he went to visit, do that campaign that he called a condolence visit. You saw the people's reaction. The people do not like the policies of Tinubu, and so in a free and fair election, can Tinubu win? For people like Kenneth Okonkwo, maybe they are not thinking from the perspective of the people. I'll say this to them: if elections in 2027 is not free, is not fair, do you think that a coalition of all opposition in Nigeria can stop Tinubu? That is the question. If we answer this question, then we'll see that there is no point asking the question or making a statement that, oh, we need a coalition. If there is free and fair elections, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you dress a goat as a political candidate and cause that goat to run against Tinubu in a free and fair election, that goat will win. So the emphasis should be on free and fair election. Let's come back to Peter Obi. If free and fair election is guaranteed in 2027, whether in a coalition, whether acting alone, Peter Obi is the next president of Nigeria. So the focus should be not on getting coalition like Kenneth Okonkwo is pushing for, like Atiku and co are pushing for. The focus should be free and fair elections. If you have free and fair elections and the coalition decides to use Peter Obi as the poster boy, as the presidential candidate, of course, it will make things easier for Peter Obi. But a coalition without a Peter Obi, even in a free and fair election, will fail. So the focus, the energy, all of this running around they are doing, the energy should be focused on free and fair election. If we can guarantee that, Peter Obi is the next president of Nigeria. If we can guarantee free and fair election, Nigeria will start on the path to production, away from the current path of consumption. The new Nigeria that you and I know is possible is only through free and fair elections. So, how do we guarantee free and fair elections in 2027? That should be our goal and task right now. Most people's minds are focused on electoral reforms. Most Nigerians. Even the political elites, how forceful would you say an article is about political reforms? I'm sorry, electoral reforms. How forceful are they? You don't see that energy from them on this electoral reforms thing as you see from them on coalition.
Yeah.
So for me, it's my opinion, they are not very, very strong on electoral reform.
Yes.
They just want tickets.
Yes.
And that's why they are all jostling for
You are absolutely correct.
this coalition.
Yes, I noticed it.
Without free and fair election, which all Nigerians are hoping to get from an electoral reform, we go nowhere. Now, our minds are on electoral reforms. What are the chances that we will get electoral reforms? It is the opinion of some Nigerians that the chances are very slim. And when you hear the argument, you tend to want to agree with them that a Tinubu and a Akpabio will not likely want to reform themselves out of power. But then again, I say, as much as they may not want to, if the people are forceful enough, if the people mount sufficient pressure, if pastors are talking, if traditional rulers are talking, if entertainment leaders, celebrities are talking, opposition leaders are talking, business people like Dangote and co are talking about electoral reform, and we are urging the National Assembly, they are urging the president to implement electoral reform. If all of us put that pressure, we will get it. The challenge now is that the leaders of this group that I'm talking about, none of them are forcefully behind electoral reform. It is still the people. But even at that, if the people summon or garner enough numbers, imagine that you have 94 million Nigerians sending emails, sending WhatsApp messages, doing videos on social media, calling on Tinubu, calling on Akpabio to give us electoral reform, to make it mandatory for INEC to do real-time election results transmission, collation, and display. If this happens, they will have no choice but to give us electoral reform. So I believe we can get electoral reforms. It may not be easy, but we can get it. Now, there's a big but. Even if we get this electoral reform, is it Uhuru? Can we guarantee that INEC will not come up with another type of glitch? My simple answer to that is no. I don't know what yours is. So we need to come up with a plan B, a plan C, a plan D to make sure that even if we get electoral reforms and we get the Electoral Act amended, we must still have a citizens' parallel real-time election results transmission, collation, and display electronically, organized by the people. And we have that application.
Right.
We must have it. And we must start testing that application now.
You need the nail on the head, Michael.
To test the application, we need people. And we need polling unit marshals. These are going to be the people from the polling unit that are going to enter the polling unit results in real time into the application in triplicate. So 3 polling units marshal per polling unit for a total of 600 polling unit marshal. We need volunteers to help us achieve this. With this application alone, the elections of 2027 is guaranteed to be free, fair, and credible, and 100% transparent. On top of that, we have Calm Guard, which is an evidence-gathering application, such that once the election closes on election day in February of 2027, the evidence that we need to defend our victory is available. No need to go to INEC to get the evidence to defeat INEC. The evidence will be ready in a manner that is admissible in court, in a manner that the judiciary will have nowhere to hide but to stand for the truth. Many people don't know that the reason INEC can rig and say go to court is because they know you do not have the evidence to prove your case. But with calm guard, the application, and the polling unit marshal, we have the evidence once the election closes. So this will guarantee free, fair, and credible election. Now, leading up to the election, because we must realize this very important fact, rigging of election does not start on election day. Real-time transmission, collation, and display of election results electronically and the guard of evidence will happen on election day, but those will only prevent rigging on election day, not before. And if you have noticed, you will discover that machinery is already being put in place to rig from now on. And one of the biggest arsenal of the riggers is voter apathy. Things are already set in motion to guarantee voter apathy so that the remaining part of rigging will be easier for them. So, looking ahead, what can we do to prevent rigging starting now? We need to look at the reasons for voter apathy.
If this were the last message I could ever share with someone suffering from vision loss, including you,
Political party
now you go
weaponized, so we have to
advert woman. Ha!
weaponize it by starting our own political party, Abundance Party. Link in the description. Law, impunity, and disrespect for the rule of law, weaponized. So we have to tackle that now using law patrol. Poverty, weaponized, so that the people can sell their votes. In fact, delegates will be looking for where to sell votes, voters will be looking for who to buy votes, and all that. We can scream all we want, but if we're going to tackle vote selling and vote buying, if there's no willing seller, there cannot be a willing buyer. So if we're going to make sure that Nigerians don't sell their vote, we have to de-weaponize poverty. Well-fund is the solution to that. So whether on election day or before election day, leading to election day, we have solutions to stop rigging, to tackle rigging, to make sure that the 2027 election is free, fair, and credible. The most important one of them is the polling unit marshal, which we need you to volunteer for. The details are in the description. Please volunteer. Without free and fair elections in 2027, it won't matter whether Peter Obi is standing on a single political party or in a coalition. It won't matter. A coalition cannot defeat Tinubu in a rigged election. They cannot out-rig him, going by what we can see already. So if we want Tinubu defeated and we want to take back Nigeria from the current crop of state captors, we need to effect these solutions that I've outlined in this video, starting very importantly with the polling unit marshal, which we need you to volunteer for. Kindly volunteer. We beg you to do so. And if you are not in Nigeria, you have people in Nigeria. Talk to them. Perhaps they are not on social media. Perhaps they are not the ones that have the money to get data to watch these kind of videos. Talk to them. Perhaps they are the ones that are distracted by entertainment and all the other things. Talk to them to volunteer. This is the starting point to guaranteeing free and fair elections in 2027. And that is the only way Peter Obi gets sworn in as the next president of Nigeria. That is the only way we have a Nigeria that works for everybody. That is the only way we can take Nigeria away from the current crazy consumption that it is in to production that will favor everybody, not just a very tiny elite few.
Okay, so just in, EFCC don arrest former Warri Refinery MD, NNPCL, ex-CFO Ajiya Issa, over $7.2 billion fraud. Hey! Osalobua. Hey! May I read that again? 7.2 billion fraud. Wow. This is from Parallel Facts. Let me go and read. Let's read it together. Oh! See am. According to EFCC, Issa is they go release this man now. They go tell am say make he use 1 billion of that amount take bail himself. Otilo, that's it, is over. Issa is currently being interrogated regarding the disbursement, and this is probably a distraction tactic from APC, because you see that friend when Tinubu suddenly find that man, when they find out say na arms dealer e be, is all over social media. People are talking and talking about it. Na im say make dem quickly use this one take distract. Na lie una lie. We go read this one, we go soldier on. Issa is being interrogated regarding the disbursement and alleged mismanagement of funds meant for the turnaround maintenance of the Kaduna, Warri and Port Harcourt refineries. EFCC investigators disclosed that a total of 2.9, hey wait o, is this trillion abi na million? Ha, this money plenty o. Is it 2.9 million is under investigation. This includes 1.5 million allocated to the Port Harcourt refinery, 740 million for, wait o, 1.5 be like say I no come know wetin I dey read again o. 1.5 billion now, 2.9 billion, yeah, that's it. And then this one is 740 million, 0.6 million for Kaduna refinery and 656 million for the Warri refinery. A senior EFCC official, hi Obaro, welcome my darling, how you dey? Long time oh. Who requested anonymity, said our operatives have arrested a former chief financial officer of the NNPCL, Umar Ajia Issa, in connection with an alleged 7.2 billion fraud related to the rehabilitation of Kaduna, Warri and Port Harcourt refineries. The source added, as CFO Ajia oversaw the release of funds for the turnaround maintenance of the three refineries, all key officials involved in maintenance and other major NNPCL projects are also under investigation for alleged abuse of office, corruption, diversion of funds, of public funds, kickbacks from contractors. Other officials involved are, wait a minute. Other officials involved are Tunde Bakare. Is it the same Tunde Bakare on another one? They for put pastor for front of this one. Okay. They say other officials involved are Tunde Bakare, MD of Warri Refinery, Ahmed Adamu Diko and Ibrahim Monde Onoja, both former MDs of the Port Harcourt refinery. Another EFCC source confirmed the arrest of Jimoh Olasukomi, former managing director of the Warri refinery, as part of the ongoing probe. Yes, it is true, we have arrested Issa. We also have in our custody the former MD of the Warri refinery, Jimoh Olasukomi, the source stated. Efforts to obtain a comment from EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale were unsuccessful as of press time. In April, the EFCC had earlier arrested other managing directors and top executives from the Port Harcourt Refining Company, Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company, and the Kaduna Refining and Petrochemical Company. The arrests were linked to the alleged mismanagement of funds earmarked for facility rehabilitation. According to findings by the Punch, the EFCC is reviewing the same total amount of 2.9 billion, broken down as follows: 1.5 billion for Port Harcourt, 740 million for Kaduna, and 656 for Warri. Among those under scrutiny are Ibrahim Onoja, former MD of the Port Harcourt Refinery Company, and Efi Fiachu, former MD of the Warri Refinery and Petrochemical Company. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Nigeria. Osun. Mm, mm, mm. Oh. Mm, mm. You hear, Mrs. Omorege, welcome o. They go soon release am. Na so na today. We know their way. What happened to the arrest and detention of Buhari's in-law, Gbam Kyari, who was in charge of Air Nigeria, been Air Nigeria, my sister? Hey, my brother, Chipo, you say chai. In fact, if you hear some kind things wey dey happen for Nigeria, your ear go dey tingle. Eh? I'm telling you. How can one person have access to such a huge amount of public funds? Every top person at NNPC, including Buhari, should technically be jailed. You know what I've been asking of, I've been pondering on my mind for a while now, guys, is they arrested the CBN governor. What's his name again? That guy that they arrested. He's been in jail. They've been tossing him around like a criminal. Meanwhile, it is Buhari that gave that man instructions. How come they are holding that man and Buhari is still walking like loose on the street? That's what I don't understand. All those houses that they are claiming he built, they are not allowing him to speak. That man will spill and tell you who the people who gave him money, the people who own those properties. Eh? Nigeria. Emefiele, thank you very much, Chief Power. Emefiele, they hold Emefiele, but Buhari they waka free. How come? Can you explain that? Yaya Bello Bam, exactly. Eh? It doesn't make any sense to me. Efiemele or Emefiele. My God. Nigeria go make you wonder, say come. They say God, hey God. Nah. This is wild. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is wild. Yeah? Okay, let's listen to this video. I know say na distraction, they won't use that one do, but they're not go succeed. We go move forward. We are moving forward. Okay.
How can somebody be so good? Somebody is so good that when others accuse him of one thing, they are praising him for that same thing at the same time. How? That is Peter Obi for you. It's the Peter Obi effect. I'll give you two examples of two different occasions when somebody tried to accuse, not tried to, they actually accused him of something, and at the same time they are praising him without knowing. Two videos will illustrate this. Watch it, and then when we come back, you will tell me if what I've just said now is true or not. You see the first video, they tried to accuse him of a massacre of youths in Anambra. But you also see that while they were making that accusation, they were also praising him. Peter Obi was the governor of Anambra, not the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When it is other governors, Plateau, Benue, is okay. People make excuses for such governors and say they are not the chief security officers of their state. They don't have control of the military. They don't have control of the police. They make excuse for them. Case in point, the recent 2 other people that just lost their lives. In Benue, the same thing in Plateau, everywhere. How many times have people accused the governor of Benue, Governor Alia, has been the one who killed those people? The worst I have seen is we put it on the head of Tinubu. Why? Because Tinubu is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Nigeria. But when it gets to Peter Obi, they accuse him of committing a massacre for something that happened when he was not even in the country. And when he got back, when he heard, he came back. He called a press conference. He asked the police to investigate. Instead of people to go and hold the police and say, police, where is the report? They are blaming Peter Obi. When disgruntled politicians, people who have been used to corruption in Anambra, don't see what to hold on to, they begin to hold on to grass as the drowning men that they are, just to accuse Peter Obi. But when they accuse him, with one side of the mouth they are accusing him, with the other side they are actually praising him. You saw it, Abi? Am I not correct? The other example, and that is where all this accusation of, oh, Peter Obi did not leave money behind. Oh, Obiano said the money Peter Obi left behind is next to nothing. Even Soludo said the same thing, that what Peter Obi left behind is what next to nothing. But you will see them, the same people, when they accuse him with one side of the mouth, they praise him with another side of the mouth. Look at it. The second video is where all those allegations started from. But you will see that this SSG to Obiano that started all this false allegation, while he was making his accusation, he said, no.
Hey, did you know that SMUD is now paying Sacramento homeowners thousands of dollars upfront to put a backup battery?
Liquid cash. What Peter Obi left behind is not up to 75 billion. It's only 9 billion cash. But Peter Obi said it was 11 billion. And that 11 billion, we paid 2 billion out about 2 days after he left office. So we cannot calculate that 2 billion that was paid out as statutory payment. We cannot, even though he left it, but 2 days later, after leaving office, we paid that 2 billion. So we cannot count it. What we have left is 9 billion in cash. And then bonds, $150 million. And that one is semi-cash, is near cash. And you heard the question that Mokbe asked him. Other governors take everything away. In fact, it's not even only Mokbe. You heard what Governor Ishaku said with his own mouth, that they don't leave money behind, though, that they spend everything. They even owe. And Mokbe put it that, okay, you are complaining that, oh, he did not leave as much as 75 billion. He left only 35 billion plus 9 billion. Other governors take everything away. Shouldn't you be praising Peter Obi for leaving something, even if you claim it's not as much? And then he said, yes, I know. When they accuse Peter Obi of one thing, they praise him for the same thing at the same time. How can somebody be so good? What manner of a politician, of a leader is that? A record that nobody holds. Compare that with Tinubu. Compare it. And then you give me the answer. And then you look through the whole political terrain in Nigeria and tell me anybody that comes close to Peter Obi. If there is no reason for Nigerians to vote Peter Obi, if there's no reason, this one only is enough. Because there's no other politician in the history of Nigeria that left money behind. And Peter Obi also puts it very, very succinctly. When others argue and say, oh, he did not do anything and he left money behind. Why would you leave money behind when you did not do anything? And he answered, it's simple. I wish that other politicians will also do nothing and leave the money behind instead of looting it. Instead of coming up with white elephant projects, using PPP arrangements to siphon public funds into private pockets. If there's no reason to canvass and support Peter Obi, this one alone is enough. But what am I even saying? Nigerians know the truth. Nigerians know Peter Obi is in a class by himself. The only problem is free and fair election. That's the only problem. If an election were to hold today in Nigeria, Peter Obi will win. He will win even in the north. He will win, provided the election is free and fair. That's the only challenge. But with Tinubu give you free and fair elections. Our only shot at free and fair elections is the electoral reforms. I believe if we push hard enough, we can get it. But are we pushing hard enough? The only people pushing for electoral reforms are even the citizens, people like Randy Peters, people like Dele Farotimi and others. They are the only ones pushing for electoral reforms. Even the opposition politicians are not pushing for electoral reforms. They just talk about it, mouth. Nobody has taken the action that people like Randy Peters and Dele Farotimi have taken. Nobody. And then you take it to the larger society, the businessmen, the celebrities, the traditional rulers. How many of them are talking or pushing for electoral reforms? Now, I believe that even with the people alone, forget all the leaders, if they push hard enough, we can get the electoral reforms. I believe so very, very strongly. But even after we get the electoral reforms, that's not the end of the road. INEC can still pull their glitch. So we must activate other measures. A parallel application for real-time election results transmission, collation, and display. Real-time by the people. We have the software, but we need the people, polling unit marshals. There's a link in the description for you to volunteer. We need 600,000 polling unit marshal. And if we get that 600,000 polling unit marshal, it's game over for election riggers in 2027. Game over. Link is in the description. Please. Let's not allow people to give a dog a bad name just so they can hang it. Let's not allow people to continue to push false propaganda about Peter Obi. No, let's not allow it. Because when we do, you are frustrating others who should be good. They now see it that, oh, if you cannot beat them, you join them. If you cannot beat them, you pour sand in their eyes. If you cannot beat them, you throw sticks at them. Not join them. So if I cannot beat an armed robber, I should become an armed robber.
Two.
If I cannot beat a killer, I should become a killer. No. If you cannot beat them, you look for ways to beat them. And then in the end, you will beat them. Don't let them continue to give a dog a bad name so they can hang it. Every propaganda against Peter Obi that is left unanswered is an attempt to make people bad.
That's true.
To paint evil as the only option. It is not. Light will always defeat darkness. And it starts with you. Polling unit marshal. Link is in the description. So
that's true. Well said. The man don't talk and finish. Well said. Let me catch up on the comments. Peter Obi gives them sleepless nights. Absolutely. Chill power. Absolutely. Peter Obi is the only path to a new and better Nigeria as it stands today. Yep. Absolutely. I don't see any other person, no. Even there's another person that maybe I don't know, you people should tell me. Me, I don't see another person, no. There's no other person. Also, when people they shout when we they say Peter Obi, Peter Obi, some people go come here, they go say, he's not perfect. We are not telling you that he's perfect. We are saying he's the only one that is clean enough to run. All these other old gargoyles, we don't want them again. They have wrecked the society. Corruption is so bad in Nigeria. Everybody is looking for how they want to collect from the next person. Everybody. You see what this guy is doing, this Refresh Nigeria? I really like what he's doing. He's staying on course, very focused, consistently on the INEC reforms and his plans for marshals on the ground and all of that. This is what everybody should be trying to think about. Because okay, the country is so bad, everybody is so bad. Should we fold our hands and just watch it crumble? Is that the answer to it? You understand? So me, I like what the guy is doing, though. Although I heard today that even the new INEC office that has been built, the likelihood of it being bugged is high. So that one there is that one also to deal with. I'm glad that somebody is saying that they're going to take it up, they're going to sue, but who owns the court? The same people. So we will listen to
You see, I look, we have overhyped Tinubu and the so-called strategy. But since he came into office, I've not seen any strategy.
Political
both
strategy.
in politics, both in economy, both in even governance. Mention what strategic move Tinubu have made.
Zero.
The people that are joining
political
APC,
strategy.
I didn't see any. Mr. Moses, I didn't see any. Rather, people are being coerced. People are being intimidated. People are being threatened because they have one infraction somewhere or the other. You either join us or we'll unleash EFCC on you. Is that strategy?
I think that's what's going
like
on.
what happened in Rivers State, that a local government, a sole administrator, was beaten with a cutlass.
Okay.
I think you've seen that video.
Yes, I have.
These are part of the strategy. Look at beating him to resign. These are strategy, Mr. Moses. Is that what you call strategy? These are part of it. Intimidation, violence. If that is the way you call, please count me out. That is not strategy.
Barrister, are you linking that to the? Are you linking that to are you linking that to the president now?
Please, who is behind that? Who is those talks? Are they PDP talks or Labour Party talks? Who are they coming? Where are they coming from?
Do you know what party they
wherever. It cannot be outside APC because that is their stock in trade. That is their. No other person could go and do that thing in Rivers State and get away. No other party can do that. No other party. Quote me. If you trace it down the line, it must be APC boys. That's what they do. And they were told by somebody to go and do that thing they were doing. That's why nobody arrested anybody. No other party could go and do that thing in Rivers. No other party.
Also, you just made mention of Kwankwaso now and Ganduje. What strength do you think Ganduje have against
Barrister Darlington all day, every day? The Agbado Coven are very scared of what PO will do to the convicted criminal doggy. That's why they are attacking him from all fronts. Honestly, I'm just going to use this to wrap up and say we need to stay focused. That's what matters right now. Because they're going to throw a lot of distractions. You see this whole thing that they are throwing out, oh, they've arrested the head of, and they are going to release him. The man stole how many billion? 7.2 billion. Guess what? They will tell him bring 1 point something billion. They will let him go. Yaya Bello dey there. They're not going to take Yaya Bello do. Okay, they go look for way to distract, to make you not look, pay attention to wetin dem dey try to do. Do you understand? That's what they are doing. That's what they are gunning for. But if you know the beautiful thing, Nigerians no dey fall for the trap anymore. Before, if this kind thing happen, you see everybody all over it. That's what everybody will be talking about. Hey, we told you the government is working. Now e no dey move anybody. I went to check, no, e no reach how many people, like maybe na 2 people na im comment, and it was posted maybe an hour ago. I'm telling you, people don't care anymore because they are dealing with the realities of life on ground. I'm telling you, chief power, I love Barrister Darlington. Anywhere I dey look, I dey hunt for Barrister Darlington. If I hear am anywhere, I don brag. The only thing I disagree with Barrister Darlington with now, when they talk say no, make Peter Obi do vice president to Atiku. Na only that one na me and Barrister Darlington disagree on. I don tire for all these old people. Na dem carry us dey where we dey so. Atiku follow dem. E na im bring wetin dem dey call am, Buhari. E switch challengers because of im brother. Abeg, I no want. All of them, make dem pack well. We are not interested. Peter Obi, new people now I want to see. I want to dey see new names, new people when I never hear of before. That's what I want to see. You know, he said no. He said that his thought process is in line with what Kenneth Okonkwo said, that he too also believes that Atiku is the lifeline for Peter Obi to become. That statement dey annoy me. Peter Obi won the election in 2023. What do you mean he needs Atiku? I don't understand. They just want, it's almost like as a favor they want, as a favor they want to get Atiku to be president. At whose favor? Who he do favor to? Make the person wey he do good to, make dem go repay am, not be at the detriment of the entire nation. We not send them. We need new people. We're tired of this same old gargoyles that's been revolved around us. We are tired. Eh? It's these people, old people who have perpetuated and taking funds outside of the country. They've taught their children and their grandchildren. You think that when their children have the opportunity, they're not going to repeat the same circles? They're going to be answerable to the same set of people and repeat the same circles, and then it will be a vicious. It's tiring. Abeg, they should go and sit. All of them should pack well. I have said it. I'm glad that Peter Obi came out in 2022-23, because as in a way it was like to test popularity. The man exceeded their expectation. They no expect am. When he came out, they were saying, "Oh, 4 people tweeting in a room." They even saw him as a distraction, and we shouldn't pay any mind to him. The man whoop all their behinds. Eh? Now that same man now want to dey talk, let him 4 year this 4 year. Are you okay? Are you people all right? Is Nigeria for only 2 people? I don't understand. You have lives in front of that. That's the only thing I disagree with Balisa Darlington. When they talk that thing, they piss me off. I don't like to hear am. That's the only part. Anyone still boasting about how many properties or accounts they have outside is the biggest fool ever. I'm telling you. You cannot work hard for your money and be doling it out. It does not happen like that. You cannot have worked so hard for your money and then you just be doling it out like that. It doesn't work. It does not work like that. Abeg, my people, let's apply what? Pressure. Keep the focus. No, don't fall for the distraction, because that's what they are going to look for, stuff to throw at you now to make you feel like they are doing something. They ain't doing shit. Nothing is happening. Nothing is working. They are not doing anything. See the man now, he lie. He even lied about the man's name. The name when he provide, when T-Pain provide, not be the man name. The entire Twitter is agog. They don't print out the man CV. When he claim say na im friend for Chicago. The man went to the University of Illinois in Chicago. That's not the same as Chicago State University now. Make I read am to una. See am. See the guy make I even bring am come here. See am now. See. Is there a way I can blow this up? No, there's no way I can blow it up. Look at Alexander Zingman. Not be Lushenko, Alexander Zingman, born November 26 in Minsk. His father was a civil engineer. For 20 years, he has been working on the African continent. Education. He studied at Belarusian National Polytechnic University and received a specialty robotics engineer. Then studied business marketing at the University of Illinois, Chicago. People are all over that. This man is just looking for a way to distract people. I'm happy that most of the younger Nigerians have jackpot outside Nigeria, because most people have now known that it's so easy to fix Nigeria and that nobody loves them as. Yeah, exactly. I'm very happy about that, because a lot is being exposed. Now people can see. People can see. A lot of young people going to school in Nigeria, you need to see their TikTok accounts. They are pissed at the way the country is. They keep talking. They abuse their parents join. Say because some of the things where they experience growing up, the way their parents say treat house helps and all. I'm happy that the expose is there, and I'm happy the young ones are picking up on it. This is why Peter Obi said he's not against people jackpying. I remember Peter Obi saying that. He knows why he's saying it, because Nigerians need to learn. Nigerians need to learn and understand that everything is not more rush, rush. I want to rush, make money. Just they dole out. I saw a video of some lady, hairdresser, that was caught drug trafficking. Hairdresser, please tell me, you get hand work, even if na 30,000 you dey make, is it not okay for you? Lack of contentment, zero. Everybody just want to make am, they want to dey do water, and money is water. Na im make you dey see all of a sudden billionaires for Nigeria. You wake up today, the person go sleep poor, tomorrow wake up rich. You dey wonder how e take make the money. People wey no work hard for their money, na im make dem dey dole am out. If you see anybody doling out money like that, they did not work for it. I don't care who they are, they did not. Anybody that works hard for their money does not dole out money like that. Never. They would never do that. Eh? Abeg I'm telling you, life with Natu, the guy just put himself out for exposure. Honestly, Tinubu just put himself out to be dragged. People don ready, we don dey prepare our campaign material. E come. E want to show say all the laugh una dey laugh me. See am now. How can you 14-year-old boy? Wetin you and 14-year-old boy get in common? Eh? Doesn't make sense. Look at it now, it's been exposed. They are dragging him all over like I better pass my neighbor generator for social media. Dragging him. They don't go print out the guy resume. They don't go find the man get how many. Make I even read that. The man has a wife, Elizaveta Denishevich, marketing director of Minsk restaurant, Falcon. This is how much they went to dig out from this man. He has 4 children: Maxim, Dennis, David, and Margarita. You see him? He put the man for problem. Eh? It's crazy. So he dey look for wetin he go take distract himself now. Na make am all this is why they throw around. He's looking for a way to distract himself. That's why he's pushing, he's telling EFCC, oh yeah, arrest the whatever, let them do it, just make the numbers, inflate it, so that they'll be talking. And I lie, Nigeria, only 2 people now don't comment 1 hour ago. Only 2 people. Nobody dey talk before. Everybody just dey waka pass, just dey focus on this election, focus on INEC reforms, focus on this particular information now about the person wey e say e go school with. Eh? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Easy come, easy go. Who says that? Eh? That's why we are in the problem we are in. Greed. It's shocking, chill power. It is shocking. Everybody is waiting. You hear people say, we are waiting to go and chop our own, our own, we go chop government money, piece of the cake. What is piece of the cake? The selfishness that I hear from Nigerians, some Nigerians, it's alarming. It's alarming. Ha! Let's continue to march forward and keep our eye on the ball. Omo, no shaking for this one though. We move. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody come and distract you with unnecessary rubbish. We don't need it. We have big fish to fry. Welcome Natu, how you dey?
My sister, I've been busy.
I
I
know.
get trade fair for Houston on Friday,
Oh,
and I
really?
have work. Yeah, so I'm prepping for work and trying to prep for the trade fair at the same time.
Oh, well done. Oh,
I'm still
congratulations.
working like this, self.
Eh?
Thank you, Jerry, my sister. I say I'm still working like this, self.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
You
nice.
know,
Happy to hear
thank
that.
you,
Share,
thank you.
share.
You know, I used to make one joke,
Eh,
and I used to say that Nigerians own the internet.
I'm
I don't know what
telling
people
you.
are thinking about.
Hey,
Because Nigerians, they are the admins of the WhatsApp group of the National Diggers Association. We can dig anything in
telling you.
hours. Now, the way they dig out stuff, they can dig out a dead body 20 years ago and do autopsy. Nigerians. Oh my God. You don't see what they do this woman. This
Who?
link, Edoche, new wife, will go there attack me. Did
Who
you
be
see what
that?
Nigerian?
I don't know. I'm waiting be that. Who be that?
Your Edoche's brother got
Uh-huh.
married to one girl that is American.
Oh,
So I don't
really?
know which juju went to touch the girl in her head. She went and posted May's number online. That
What?
May was the one that posted her number. I don't know the fight that joined her with May Nation, Sha. You
Yeah?
know that this May Nation, they craze past beehive. Me know
Wow.
they talk, but then they fight for her. My
Uh-huh.
sister, that's how these people started trolling that woman. She ended up at the emergency. They trolled this woman until Link Edoche cancelled the engagement, saying no do again. Because he no like problem. They there. Nigerians, that's where they mess with Nigerians, they mess with himself.
I'm telling you, are you serious? They
Ah,
drag the woman. The woman
this
ain't
year, they drag and she end for emergency. She say
what?
me fans they torture her spiritually.
Wetin carry her go post mail number? What kind of evil is that? Carry
She
that
want
quiet woman.
she want support watermelon Prophet you.
Hey, God abeg
And
o.
another thing why they talk again. Oh my, I know the people who no go make heaven. You know, we all might tell you.
Oh, tell me.
All the people wey dey work with politicians, wey dey very lazy, wey no dey do their due diligence, they go and
Yes,
copy paste something and give their principal, and their
yes.
principal will go and be embarrassing themselves online. They can't make
Yes,
heaven.
I'm telling you. Bam.
Because now one of them give Tipen this advice, say you
Yes.
can use this person as your classmate. Your sense never reach your head. Now Tipen go they say this is one of my boys. He's always watching out for my back. You don't know anything.
You're
You won't
absolutely.
know. You won't know as Nigerians they craze.
Hey.
Nigerians say they go use chicken, do sacrifice, tie am for road. Person go and tie chicken, go cook and chop. Now then you want mess with. Hey God,
Especially now where food not come dey. Eh?
my
Everybody
sister,
eye dey
you
red.
understand?
Eh?
And the people you want mess with be that. Are you okay?
Hey, God abeg.
Nigerians they vex like this. Oh. I said these people. I said this set of people they can never make heaven. Every time I talk, and people go laugh. I say no, they can't make heaven because the way they operate is so dumb. I'm like, how can you do this to your principal?
I'm telling
How
you,
can you?
nobody could
Some
even
of them, will,
assist him
some
and
of
say,
them will go and copy somebody's speech from some years back and come and give it to come and say it in public, and then National Diggers Association will just go and find the original speech and come and tell you that this speech is copy and paste.
I'm
If you go
telling
to
you.
if you go to Abuja, all these things that they are pasting, all this campaign thing, they are picking all these campaign slogans from America, all this they are putting. They say back 2027 door to door campaign. I said, do you guys know what is door to door campaign? Do you know what is door to door campaign?
Exactly. Do you people understand it?
You know, I did political science. I said, you guys don't know what is door to door campaign. People will need to chill. But because somebody wants to feel like he's a gas bad boy, that's always bringing suggestions. Suggestions. If people believe that's why you can angel will fling all of you. You go and pass hellfire and go and fall at the back. That place where they are gathering firewood. That's where you go and fall. So that you suffer there with the heat before you come and burn you. Useless people.
It's true. There's person advise am to use that man. Maybe
Hmm?
na
That's what they're doing.
contractor. Now one of
That's
the
what they're doing now. They
hey.
don't, yeah. That's what they're doing. Because they
Hmm.
contract you to do something now. How can we redeem this image? You see, because somebody go and lie.
Yeah,
Like when
because
I
they're
was
going to
just,
bring it again. You know, say that now they campaign for election now.
mm-hmm. So, okay, I'm a consultant. I will redeem your image. All these things people are saying about you not going to school, we can create classmates for you. Don't create anything. This Gen Z and Alpha no get shit. People when they born them with their eye open. Oh my, the time when they born us, you know, say they born pikin go do 1 week, your eye never open.
Now.
This one they come out with their eye open. They go see who they there when they born them.
I'm
Then
telling
now if you
you.
tell pikin say, are they when they born? You go say no, they there. When I come out, I no see you.
He say, yeah, not to. Michael say, "Well, make they continue with their laziness because that's true. They're exposing themselves. Now,
Yes,
no, they're exposing.
yes.
That is all over social media. Don't they look for EFCC post this? You know, even two people now don't read the comment. Two people. The thing never.
EFCC, when they get work, Yaya Bello they suppose catch. They use Yaya Bello they do witness. EFCC, you know what is your work is? Let me tell you, Omoye, half of Nigeria's problem will have been solved with EFCC.
Oh yeah.
I work in a bank. Half of our problem will have been solved with EFCC. You see this nonsense that people they do for bank? Yes, you say you are trying to do a cashless policy. No
Yeah.
problem. People with cash, they will explain to you where they get the cash. The work that I'm doing now, I'm doing because you, oh my, if your pay stop is $1,000,
Eh.
the day that 5,000 enter your account, they'll flag your account.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nigeria don't have that. Tell me why somebody will say this account is receiving 20 million and the account is not flagged. What kind of stupid system do you people have? You are there busy catching somebody that says something on the internet. You are leaving what you are supposed to do. What's the name of your this again? Economic and Financial Crime Commission.
Mm.
What is the goal that you guys have for this year? What have you achieved so far? Just arresting VDM up and down, posting his picture and saying VDM this, VDM that. Leave VDM first. Go and look for people that you need to be arresting. Go and look for people that you need to be arresting. Around nonsense. Very lazy set of people, I'm telling you.
Hey, nobody could do research and say, okay, let's God
No,
I beg.
no.
Very, very
Research here.
lazy indeed. You just
Research where?
something out I didn't
I
even
don't go. I see door-to-door campaign. I say door-to-door campaign where in Nigeria. I say on the wine. I see people are very lazy people. Somebody met my friend. She's a politician. They tried to sell information. My friend just told me that, oh, she has meeting with somebody. This, that, that, that. I said, I want to be in that meeting. Oh, my, I chopped that guy for that meeting. Eh? The guy, he just come up with idea. I was just attacking him up and down. Then my friend was not telling the guy, oh, my friend's school in the year, she study political science. The guy no fit up for the meeting. He can't do like say they sleep for the meeting. I say, you won't cause it down here, chop my friend. No, if person will call me in friend, I don't go let another person rubbish you for public now. Say
exactly.
because they want to. No. I say no, sir. Just dey come up with self. I give the guy work, make he go do teach. They never return now. Since April.
Uh-huh.
What are we now? June.
June.
I'm
You
not
must
bringing the work.
enter July self.
Yes. Yes, I told my friend I have to be in the picture of everything because don't let these people rubbish you and be picking stuff online and be giving you nonsense. Where's
Exactly.
the stuff? Nothing.
Hmm?
Just because you want to chop our money. And I asked the guy, okay, can you do work, PR work for me? Because I have foundation. That guy didn't want to work for me because me, I'm not politician. I don't have money to give him. I say, you see where your life is. He was
Greed.
giving me a look at that woman, hairdresser. They catch you
Eh. Oh, you self, you
with
saw
drugs.
it.
I
Ha.
saw it.
Oh my
Uh-uh.
God.
Nobody should come with me with the nonsense of everywhere is hard to try to survive. To even have handwork.
Hey, that they talk. You even get handwork.
Oh
Eh?
my, let me tell you, my cousin in Abuja used to do makeup for one person, 50K. Makeup, 50K. Let's assume she get 10 people do makeup in the month and she gets more than that. That's 500K. You think it's beans?
Hey. Eh?
You be carrying phone up and down, up and down. Do you know what people use social media to do? They use social media to make money.
I'm
Do you
telling
think,
you.
do you think the head has office? Do you know how much he makes from his social media a week?
You
Even
know,
a day?
no office. Online. Making bank online. Eh? I say,
This trade fair that we are doing, I know how much the lady that organized the trade fair is paying him to post the thing for the trade fair. You go out there, want to carry drugs, easy money, money now water.
money na water. I say anybody when they spray money easy, just the thing na lie. That money no, they not work hard. If you work out for nobody will work out for your money.
That's
Like,
now why if we go home, they go tell us say we dey stingy because we
yes,
work for our money.
they'll tell you say, why you not bring you? Say no, make I carry all my money give you now. Make you the kukuma take and chop because now because of
Again,
money they born me.
one day while they come out, I won't go make my hair when I go Nigeria. This my son wake pie. He supposed go town, go do something for me.
Yeah.
And na two different road. Because me, my son first carry me go salon. And then he go come back, go town. I say no. I say escort me go road. I enter keke 2K, 2,000 naira. That's $12. $12. I tell the keke, drop. He carry me go the salon. He life hard like that. You know how much fuel you go burn take me go the salon?
Exactly.
And they come say, auntie, say that big girl. I say, they know they pay me for no work. Oh. Stop this big girl rubbish. They know they pay me for no work. You know how much did they come up for my paycheck for tax? I beg, stop
I'm
nonsense.
telling you. Eh? You feel they make all the money when you say they make. By the time they hit you with tax, you go know how far. Eh?
I see one time they come up for me, I won't cry.
Oh.
Jesus
That make you
Christ.
see it go hard make you see person from America when you not get multiple skills.
Of course.
You have to have multiple skills to survive. If one not work for you, another one will work for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody say, if they say this oil, you too like money. Oh. I say, you think say now only with only one job you want to survive for this country. It
Eh,
go be for you.
you
It
go
go be for you.
be
Then when I won't come person inbox every day, they bill. That is easy like that.
hmm.
Nah. And then I'm gonna send one this thing to you that somebody sent to somebody. This
Eh,
lady was not even working. Oh. She was not looking for money. So somebody was now complaining. I think she felt bad for the person and she gave the person, I think 50K or something. The
mhm.
person now said that she should send her account number so that they will send back her $34.50.
Okay.
The person converted it to naira and $35.50. That how can they and she send them this kind of money? The thing
Wow.
pained her. I say it pain you, not to block person. My one of my sisters here sent some money to somebody. The person said that she should have completed it to be $100. She now say, okay, what they are going to do that the person should send the money back. That she will complete it and send the person $100. The person now send the money back. She won't block the person. You go know how some people don't reach.
Kai.
People are just lazy. They
I'm
don't want to work
no. They
because
just
you
want
see people they
to
drive
offer
car. You
somebody
want drive car. You want drive this
exactly.
one. Come on.
Eh? You see
Even all these content creators when they do online, they do give away money for even EFC suppose they catch them
I'm telling
because
you.
where you they get the money from?
Eh?
Where you they get the money from?
Exactly.
Yes, yes,
Just like civil servants when they want put their children for school when they pay 7.5 million. Where you want to
eh,
see the money to take pay your children's school fees? How much do
exactly.
they pay you? How much
Like
government they pay you? Eh?
one of my friend say in they talk to one girl. Now my first salary will be like almost 400,000 a month. Say they talk to one girl, and wife don't leave her. So they are divorced, they have 2 kids. So it's almost 10 years. So I can encourage her, like marry now, guy, get person. Say get one girl where they like, say na teacher. Her salary na 50K, but she want to buy a week of 200K. I say if I hear you with that girl again, I go block you, no go be my friend again. Any woman who want wear 200K a week and no fit buy her for herself, what did they do with her?
Exactly. Eh? They even get you get one woman when they make wigs now with banana stem. The woman they use banana stem, they make wigs and
Let me tell you, as hard as Nigeria is, let's just be honest, Nigeria is the money spinner.
hmm,
As hard as Nigeria is a money spinner.
I'm
There's
telling
this
you.
girl, there's this girl that used to do content for my foundation. She married one of our family friends, and I just realized she's good with camera.
Yeah.
So she didn't have a lot of gadgets. So when I was going one time, she needed some stuff, but because she has been helping us, I got the stuff. It was not too expensive.
Mm.
Do you know this girl? When we went to Kano, the people from the government house of Kano were begging for our content because of how the girl was covering. Now she's telling me that people are calling her for wedding to do content for them.
You see, there you go.
Just
That's what
camera,
right there.
camera and gimbal,
Bam,
camera, gimbal and mic.
bam.
No be camera, sorry, phone. Now iPhone she gets. Yes, it's her phone, her gimbal and her microphone. Now the thing where she dey use that, and she started rolling her camera, her phone,
Eh,
no mic safe. Now we don't think she started with that. That was where I picked her from. But no, they want the swipe phone. Look for man where you give them money, carry them out, go chop. They will go chop, they don't get money. If man leave you for there, go they act confused, don't know what to do with yourself.
did you see
It's just
that
some
video?
stupid
You
thing.
saw the video of the girl that the guy took out and she ordered whether now she never chop for her life before. I don't understand. How you go there? How can you
You
be
chop
that
am.
greedy? I don't understand. You know you
You
don't
chop
have,
am.
you can't even afford that for yourself. Somebody takes you out. You are not going to order more than what is in your power. Hey, I never see this. If you take somebody out, you're supposed to be afraid to even order so much because you're like, in
Do you
case
understand?
bails on you, you can afford it. You have change in your pocket. Did you order what you know you can pay for, not what you think the guy can
Mm-mm.
pay for?
I will. I will.
Now, wow, it
I
was so
will.
embarrassing. I said, what kind of nonsense is this? Who trained these children? You're going out with somebody, you have emergency funds, you hold your own money, anything can happen. If the guy now say, okay, now he reach there, come to say, oh, he forget him wallet or something. You not come, you come order food when you never chop for your life before. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. That's just wicked. Eh?
No, Nigeria is just a sorry. Every I come out there, they talk in own English. I say, see this one. Erufai- The thing about the guy sabi talk.
Mm.
That guy can talk na marketer.
Yeah.
The way that's why I said today on our last show. I
Yes.
said this one we can't shove Tinubu for our throat that time. Muslim ticket.
Now.
Tinubu is the only capable person who die, who wake up. Now,
Exactly.
that beat Tinubu. So how are we sure the next person is bringing for us is not another Tinubu?
We are not interested in whoever is bringing. We don't talk
That's
our own. If not be
what I'm saying.
if not be Obi and Ahmed, make dem forget am. Make everybody enter house. Make everybody dey suffer under Tinubu dey go. I'm telling you, those people were tired of the same old gargoyles. We are tired. The same people that have brought us to, and is it not the same Verify that was talking that time? We made Muslim ticket happen, do happen here, nothing happen. We make take it to the federal level. I mean, we don't forget. We never forget now. We don't
They,
the
they,
massacre
they
when
forget so quick.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Erufai is one of the problem why we're going through this mess.
No.
He's one of the major problem. He said it today now. He said he's a Buhari's no apologist.
Yeah, I heard it now.
Yeah, he's a Buhari's no
You are still
apologist.
saying no apologies. A man that has brought of course, that tells you all you need to know. You're a Buhari's no apology. That means you sign off on the killings that have been happening in Nigeria. You sign off
Yes.
on it in the middle
Uh-uh.
belt, especially because it is Buhari that brought these people in. Eh?
El-Rufai is the one in charge of doing that dirty work, sef, if you don't know.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's why when they were doing those pieing in Kaduna, they used to say it now. They say the governor knows who we are. He knows where to find us. They used to say that.
Shebi
Yeah.
they say he went to go and pay them. He said he took money to them
Yes.
so that they can stop buying Nigerians. I'm like, what kind of lame talk is that?
It says they know who we are. They know where to find us.
Kai! No. Mm-mm. It's ridiculous. No, we don't learn now. You know what I'm very happy about? A lot of Nigerians have woken up.
Ah, I
Hey!
say Nigerians, person if you know trouble, you go get money to buy data.
I'm telling you, Nigerians have woken up. You need to see what Nigerians before you see a lot of Nigerians, they see their content. Very casual, very sometimes not so casual, those types of content. Now you go to TikTok, you see Nigerians discussing politics, the way forward. The one when they drag pastor, when they do, when don't they package sand, they sell for in people, they drag. The one when they don't, it's almost like they just divide division of labor. I say, wow, this internet, now Nigerians they make am for.
Ah, liver. One boy that used to work for his mom used to work for my mother. Sometimes you message you think that he'll beg you for food meal, but he message you to ask you to give him data. I'm telling you.
For now, because they know wetin dem dey take am do. Dem dey use am for
Yeah.
TikTok content, for politics, for I mean it's amazing oh. Before, the type of content I used to see from Nigerians, I used to be irritated. I go say, who born dis children? Who dey supervise dis children? Now, omo, it's refreshing oh. Even TikTok before, Twitter, when dem go talk one man, you go see everybody go just spark. As dis one happen now, when dem say dem don arrest one NNPC, you go see all of dem go just flood. Dem just say very easily distracted. Now, omo, pipu don dey focus oh. Dem don dey see say, omo, we need to pursue one at a time. These people want to scatter our head, we will not allow them scatter it. I'm telling you. Eh? My people, make I come dey wrap am up. Natu, thank you very
My
much
sister.
for joining me. I really appreciate. Congratulations. So I
Thank
wish
you,
you more
sis.
success in your what
Me
again?
say the trade fair.
Trade fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy the trade fair. I wish you success. I know you're going to do it.
Thank you.
What do you want to go
Thank
see
you.
for the trade fair?
Now, you know, now oil. Now, what I want go say?
That your oil. Oh my God, you go sell. You
By
go
the
sell,
grace
you
of
go
God.
buy. Yeah, you go sell. No, that one you no go get problem. You go sell. Well
By
done.
the
You dey
grace of
try.
God.
Yeah, you dey try. You multitasker.
How we want do? How we want do, my sister?
Abi na so everybody
Now,
gotta hustle.
oh, we have to. We don't have a choice.
Yeah. Thank you so
We don't
much.
have
Have a
a-
wonderful
All
night
right, sis.
and
You take
enjoy
care.
all
All
the
right.
best later.
Thank you. All right.
Bye. So guys, now here I go draw the curtain. Oh. We go dey talk the rest now. Maybe tomorrow, perhaps. I don't know. It depends on how my day goes. Oh. No promises, but we'll dey talk the rest. Chill power. Thank you very much for being here throughout. I appreciate Obaro, Emeka, everybody that was able to join. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on my next one. Michael, bye.